We don't even let people wear shoes in our house.
Down with the killers.
What's up? What's up? Hey, I want to get right into it. I got a little bit of a different topic to talk about today, but I think it could be very, very valuable to y'all. To kind of start off, I want you to take your mind to a particular place. Close your eyes if you want, or just kind of think about this as I'm talking. I want you to think about any book you've read, any TV show you watch, movie you've seen, that has to do with a kingdom. And yeah, we'll go very generic with it. You know, think of the castles and the moats and the soldiers and the king and the queen and that whole setting. I want you to think about that. The good, the bad, the conflicts, the relationships, how they did business, you know, the rules and regulations and things of that nature. I want you to think about that for a moment. I want you to think about how the kingdom is defended, how they deal with intruders and enemies. I want you to think about your own life, your own circumstances. Do you view your life and your life situation as a kingdom? Is that what comes to mind? Probably not. Probably not. Because in the reality is, not very many of us live on a plot of land that's miles and miles long and lives in a giant castle and has a general council and has soldiers defending, you know, just like I told you to take yourself to that place. Most of us don't live in those circumstances. Very, very few people exist in the world right now in that situation. But the mentality. I want you to take a look at your life and just how you function and how you get down on a regular basis. Do you operate in a way as if you had a kingdom to defend? And I'm going to tell you why that's so important. My wife and I, we kind of have these nicknames for each other. I'm King Killer and she's Queen Killer because we are leaders of the Killer household, of the Killer kingdom. And we operate in a way where we function to take care of our kingdom. We take our house very seriously. We don't even let people wear shoes in our house because it's about keeping our home and our kingdom as clean as possible. We try to do the best that we can so that our home and our castle, our kingdom, our castle is always protected. You know, we have children, and those are the people in our household that we govern over. And we need to make sure that they are strong and they grow and they progress so that they can build the kingdom. We want our last name to mean something. When I interact and involve myself with other people who are not a part of this specific kingdom in this household, we're very mindful of how those interactions go. We want our kingdom to be strong, and we want the fact that our kingdom is strong to be able to help and benefit others as well. So we're mindful of who we associate with. And when we start to see that there are threats outside of the kingdom that may try to infiltrate, we get very, very cautious. We prepare ourselves to defend ourselves against outsiders who are not coming into our kingdom, help build the kingdom. And like I said, it's all about respect. It's all about being strong. It's all about, you know, making sure that what we stand for is important. So we give to charity. And it's not like every time we give, like we proclaim it and make it this big thing so the kingdom looks good. And I don't mean like that. I mean that if our kingdom is strong and we can help others, that's what a kingdom should do. You know, I mean, when we go out and we go out and try to provide, bring money into the household and whatnot, we do it in a way that's honorable. We do it in a way that's not going to bring shame to those around us, to those that know who we are. And so I just want y'all to take a moment to think about how you run your life. Do you associate with people that are reckless, people that are going to do your kingdom harm, that are not really going to benefit what you stand for and what your goals are? You know, are you taking care of those who are relying on you? You know, for those of you that have children or family that look up to you and they are willing to listen, are you taking the time to make sure that they're taken care of, that they learn from the wisdom that you have? I mean, honestly, like on the flip side, are you neglecting them? Are you abusing them? Are you governing yourself in a way that is causing those who are relying upon you to be disappointed by you and feel like they can't rely on you? I just want to make it very clear, and where this all came from, gosh, I don't even know how long ago it was, but I was thinking just this moment, I kind of looked at my life and I was like, man, I have a wife, I have children. We are starting to kind of reach goals, and we're working towards other goals that are really building a solid foundation for kind of what we care about. And I started to think about the things that I'm intentionally staying away from and the things that I'm intentionally going towards. And I was thinking how I started to kind of view those things. It kind of resembles what like kingdoms in movies and stories I've heard of. I mean, many of us have watched shows where there's like a kingdom involved, and how these kingdoms will try to build alliances to make their kingdom stronger and to help the other kingdom be stronger. But I've also seen how when an enemy is got their sights on the kingdom, how they get ready to defend their kingdom and make sure the kingdom cannot be taken down or destroyed. And I was thinking, you know what, that's a good way to govern. Now that's some real janky, jacked up stuff that happens in these stories of kingdoms. But I think you get kind of where I'm going with this. If your interest and if your goal is to live an abundant life that is strong, where people have love and respect for one another and want to represent your family name and have respect there and have people build a legacy to those around you and really feel good and feel really empowered, start looking at your household, your life, and how you move and who you associate with. I want you to think of it as a kingdom and protecting that kingdom at all costs. Because we're all working hard towards building something great in our lives. Sometimes it's with some real small goals right now, and we're just trying to go one step to the next step to build to something bigger. Others of you have probably built something very, very big, and you actually have a lot you can lose. So it's even more important, because it's one thing to take L's and take losses, when you're working on these little steps, because you can kind of, might stumble, but you can kind of recover. But those of you that have more at stake, like me, I have a wife, I have children, I have a home, we're running a business outside of our day jobs. But at the end of the day, the most important thing over any of that is the relationship between my wife and I. I'm doing this like she's sitting here, but that's the most important, because if that ain't good, everything else crumbles. Protect your house, y'all. Protect your kingdom at all costs, and just watch and ensure that it's taken care of so it can be strong. You can build a legacy, build something big for you and yours. All right. As usual, I would love to hear your thoughts. So please comment, please share, send DM, whatever. I really, really want to know what your perspectives are. And also, is there another way is there a different mentality that you have that you use to protect and progress your life and those around you? All right, till next time, I'm out of here.